Good morning, everyone. And my name is Tolulope Olanopo, and I'm a property manager here in Lagos, Nigeria. And I help people to navigate difficult path when it comes to property management. And I've been doing this now for the past 8 to 10 years. And thank God for how far God has been helping me in helping people to manage their various properties. But a quick one, I just want to discuss this topic, which I'll be getting a whole lot of calls, and there's a question that a lot of people usually ask me, more especially for those who have inherited properties, and they don't know what to do with them. I have quite some clients whom I manage their inherited properties, either is bequeathed to either someone within the family or is a jointly owned. So, but I discover that inheriting a property at times can be both blessings and a burden. Yes, it can be a blessing, and also it can also be a burden. So, for you not to know how to decide or what to decide concerning that property, it's a whole lot of problem. So, when you inherit a property, like I said, if you ask maybe somebody who has not owned a property before, the person might be thrown into confusion on what to exactly do with that property, and which way or what path or how to even do manage. It's for instance like somebody who has not driven a car before, and you just throw a key of the car, or you dash that person a car. The person will just be confused. You don't even know what to do with the car. So the same thing when you inherit properties. Many people are thrown into confusion, and that's at times, for instance, if it's kind of one father, one mother. It's just a nuclear family. It can be a bit easier for them to quickly take decision. Now imagine where it's a polygamous family. Maybe the father is having like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wives. The children too are many, and they don't even know, and even the time for them to actually take decision I know some people are dragging, some people are okay, let's sell it, let's not sell it, let's do this. So I just want to share some of my own thoughts in respect to this, what you need to do whenever you are having inherited property. Number one thing is that take time to process. Yes, you need to take time to process, because inheriting property often comes with a whole lot of emotional attachment, especially if it belongs to a loved one. Yes, give yourself time to grieve, give yourself time to process before making any major decision concerning that property. So you need to take time to process. Number two, you need to assess the property's financial aspects of it. So either to get someone to be able to appraise that property, to get a valuer, maybe a professional appraiser, to check the market value of that property, and this will help you to understand the worth and will guide you on your next step of what to do. And once that assessment is done try as much as you can to review the financial obligations, check if there are any outstanding debts, or if we are to be people outside the country, maybe you need to check if there's any mortgage, if there's any tax to be paid, or if they're in Nigeria, you need to check, okay, the land use charge being paid, are there any outstanding? Hope your dad or your mom has not used that property to obtain loan from the bank. So for you to know all those financial implications that surrounds that property. So, and you might need to now consult a lawyer. So if that property is actually willed or inherited through will or trust, and you might need to consult an estate attorney to ensure that the transfer of ownership is handled correctly. So you can do that. So with that, and you now need to have a sincere discussion among yourself. If it's just a nuclear family whereby it's just the father and mother, and with the children that you don't have any half sister, half brother that you need to. So if you are just, if your family is a small unit, I think it's still better so for you to sit down and now make a better decision concerning that the property. So with that decision now is now for you to be able to decide between either to keep that property, to rent, or to sell that property. So some people might want to keep that property for personal use. Some might want to keep it for family legacy, and some might just want to rent it out. But one thing is that I'm not an advocate to just selling property, even your inherited property like that. I'm not an advocate of such. And this is one of the reasons why you need to be careful whenever you're using lawyers and to manage properties for you here in Nigeria, even in Lagos. I'm not castigating lawyers. I'm not saying that they don't do it, but I've observed from experience that lawyers are not property managers. And many a times, from what I've experienced and from what I've seen, most times whenever any inherited property is handled or given to them, most times they always want to push the family or the children for them to quickly sell that property, all in the name of getting commissions and legal fees and the rest. But I am an advocate that you don't just sell whatsoever that has been bequeathed or handed over to you. Try as much as you can to keep it. If you don't even know anything to do about it, rent that property out or lease it out. When you lease it out, it brings back a value. It brings back a financial, monetary value back to you. So don't you just get your father's property that has been here given to you, or your mother's property, and just sell it out like that. I'm not an advocate of such, because Yoruba will say "Ajogun ewu kumoya badanla." For the person who had the property, do you know what he or she must have actually gone through before building that property, erecting that property? And take for instance now, here in Lagos, there's no land again. It's water that people are buying, filling. So now imagine that your father has your father or your great grandfather or your mother having properties. Take for instance, maybe like Ikeja GRA, Maryland, Surulere, Shomolu, Yaba, and you just decided that immediately that property is handed over to you and you just sell it off. So you just sell it off. So I'm not an advocate that you just sell off your parents' property. You need to add value. You need to keep that property. At worst, you don't even know what to do with that property. Lease it out on a long lease, and you still know that, at number 5 Adegbamila Street, my father's or my great grandfather's property is still there. And if at times, even if you don't even know what to do, you can get even the so-called developers. You can get some real estate people for them to help you to restructure that property, or if it's block of flats, if it's duplex, you can just refurbish it and lease it out or rent it out, and something is coming back to you. And even if that building is a dilapidated building, get a developer on that spot. If they pull down that building and erect another structure, you still know that number 6 Adeyemi Street, your father or your great grandfather's property is still there and is still generating something, generating income back to you. So you can rent out that property, you can lease it out on a long lease, you can do so many things with that property except for selling it. Don't just sell your inheritance. Don't just sell it. I am not an advocate of such. And you can hire a property manager. If you don't want the responsibility of managing the property, hire a property manager. Consider hiring someone who is up and doing, that can oversee that property, that can help you, and also many a times that can actually give you the best decision. But anyone that is pushing you to sell, I don't think that's this, except if the properties are many, maybe like 10, 20, and you say, okay, let's take 5 off, let's sell that one while we keep the remaining. But if it's just only 1 or 2 properties that are handed over to you and you just quickly sell, many a times I've seen families that sold their father's property and they were later regretting it. Yes, take for instance in Lagos here now, the rental value is increasing by the day. The value of property is increasing by the day. And if for those who have sold their own inheritance within a particular area, whenever they pass through that place, there's this regret or that just run through them, and they might not even be able to tell anyone that we are regretting of what we have done. So selling your inheritance many times is not always the best decision, except if you have taken time to look at all the pros and cons. And even for those who are in diaspora, that you have an inheritance, I would still suggest that you keep that property and get a property manager to manage it on your behalf, and you still get a return. Like Yoruba will say that Ilela Bosimoko, no matter how long you live in a strange land, home will always be home. Home will always be home. So some people just want to sell for immediate cash. Selling the property provides immediate financial liquidity, which might be necessary if you need funds or you don't want to manage your property. I understand that. So, but notwithstanding, if you keep that property and allow it to appreciate over some years, it will do you a lot of good. So try as much as you can to get the market analysis. So work with real estate valuer, real estate agents, and to determine the best decision, even if you want to sell, for you to know when best time to even to sell. So minimize holding costs. If you choose to sell, the sooner you do it, the less you spend on doing maintenance. So get as much professional help as possible for your inheritance, for any property that has been given to you. So try as much as you can to get professional help and consult widely, and also communicate with family members. Yes, communicate with family members. And this is where a whole lot of families usually have issue. I've seen, I think the one that I experienced last year was that there's I think 2 or 3 story building around that Oshodi that one of some parts of the family knows a polygamous home. Some parts wanted to sell, while some do not want to sell, and one of them cornered everybody. Whether he did a kind of a fake document, sold the property to one Igbo guy, and one of them had and got hold of that information, went to Lausa, Lagos State, and they brought bulldozer and caterpillars, and in one day they pulled down that building. So now the person whom they sold, because the person who sold the property got the money and japa and left the country. So while he left other people stranded. So, and one of them got angry and brought bulldozers and the rest and demolished their properties. And how I actually got the news was that one of the properties that I remodeled in Oshodi had 2 tenants who came from that building. They were even showing me the videos and things like that, and they gave me the full load of the story of what actually happened. And that's one of the disadvantages of a polygamous home. When you have a polygamous home and you left, and the disease left them with properties and they don't really know, and that has to do with communication, and there's a breakdown in communication within the family. So you might be having a whole lot of drama here and there. So please and please and please, whenever you are left with any inheritance, try as much as you can to communicate with the family so that everybody can be on the same page. They can be on the same page. And many times on this, there's a part which I would say, try as much as you can to consider alternative uses. Yes, try to consider alternatives, either to renovation or development. If the property is in a prime location, I would suggest please don't sell. Please, please, and please do not sell. I need to explore the option for renovation, redevelopment, or even converting it into a different type of property. Yes, so that you can be of benefit or even a long-term beneficiary of this or whatsoever that these properties will be bringing. I know that so many people have inherited properties all over, but they don't even know. The first thing that is coming to their mind is, let's just sell. Go. And one of the things I will say is that when you sell and you share the money, take for instance, if it's just a nuclear family, like I would say, okay, so largest that is better. But if it's a polygamous home, imagine a father who has about 4 or 5 wives and maybe the children are going to like 16 or 20, and you sold the property, and maybe the entire worth of the value for that property maybe is just a 50 million or even 100 million. Calculate how much will each one of them get. How much will they get? And if the money, once they sell and they distribute the money, go and ask them for the portion they've gotten, maybe 2 months down the line. That's kind of they won't be able to bring that. And now, take for instance, if it's now the family whereby the children are not that educated and they just sell and everybody just squander the money anyhow. But that's why I've said that try as much as you can to consider alternative uses, either renovation, redevelopment, or even converting that property into a multi-family unit. So you can do that. And at times, for those who are in Obodo Himbo, outside the country, many of them, whenever they get their inherited properties, they usually donate it, give it to charity, which gives them, makes them not to be paying tax. So they will be exempted from tax. But here, we don't, many people, I don't heard, but I don't know. I know some people might have done it. So, but you can also alternatively use it there by donating that property to charity or giving it to charitable cause. If you decide to keep the property, include it in your estate plan to ensure a smooth transition to your heirs. That's for those of you who are still alive that you have inherited that property. Try as much as you plan to have estate plan to ensure a smooth transition to your heirs, so that, okay, you children, you have inherited that property. One day nobody will live forever. There will always be, so let there be a proper plan how that property also can be transferred to your own children or your children's children, so that they will continue taking care of that property. And I would say that inheriting a property, it brings a whole lot of opportunities. Like I said from the beginning, that it can be a blessing, and at the same time it can also be a burden. But when it can be a burden if you don't know what to do about it. So as much as you can, try as much as possible to keep the inheritance, especially if that property is in a prime location. If it is in a prime location, try as much as you can to keep it. I will use Lagos as an example. Lands are no longer available in Lagos. We don't really have lands. People are now buying buildings, pulling them down, and erecting new structures. So if your parents or your grandparent has any property given to you or transferred to you or bequeathed to you or gifted to you in any way within Lagos, please, as much as you can, try to keep that property, and do not be pushed by lawyers to mount pressure under you that you should sell. Kò sí kìdí kan bẹ́ẹ̀, ibẹ̀ yẹn ò ṣe kíní kan. Where all those places that we thought were bushes before, even now imagine, before they are now city. Mowe, Bafo, Epe, Ofada, that people will not want to go. If you check the amount they sell land now in Mowe, is over 30 million. Some parts even in Magboro is as high as going to 50 million. And in the last 10, 15 years, if you were to get a land in all those places, maybe with 1,500,000, 700,000, but now all those places are now, they've turned to a big city. It's no longer a bush. So beware of lawyers that will be pushing you to sell your inheritance or to just sell any of the properties. Try as much as you can. And the scriptures say that a righteous man leaves inheritance for his children's children. So be a righteous person so that you too can live, even if that's the one that is bequeathed to you, the one that is transferred to you, is the one that you will even transfer to your children. Try as much as you can to make sure that you keep it, you take care of it, and you have a long-term vision for that property. And I believe that God will help each and every one of us. So till I come your way next time, have